I just finished feeding for this morning. We had the two super sour runs right there. That is a banana daddy. It's a little slow. She might be brought inside. Um, those are all clones. This half to the left is original runts, and the half to the right is the cheetah piss of those two that I'm going to be throwing away. I'll probably just flower the cheetah piss out and not the runts. I'm not sure. She's bouncing back. This bag seed that I had after the Fosburn, which locked out the mag, magnesium. We got the banana cane. We got here. I think this is Cap Junkie. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, it's either Grandpa's Cookies or Cap Junkie right here. One of the two. Those are the only ones that I got mixed up. The only seed I got mixed up. Here we got. This is actually a Red Key Genetics, which I also have another plant of them, Permanent Haze. This is their this is their end game right here. This is, I think, Barney's Farm. Yeah, Pineapple Chunk. That's her. Delato S1. Then I got Heckin' Chonker here, which just out of a small little pot and just huge. Banana cane, like I said. Obviously cheetah piss. Then runs there. This is Sunset Shirt by Biscotti. Now this was an actual bag seed. She's just hitting flower now, as you can see, just hitting it. So that's why she didn't get really too much affected by that overdose of phosphorus, and she didn't get locked out also because the container is a little bigger too. She didn't really either. The Blood Moon that's already in flower, she's about in 1 weekend, and you can see she's starting to stack. I already did some defoliage, but I think she's nice and open. You know what I mean? Get some nice sun penetration because she's more of a sativa than she is anything else. And she's going to be, I looked up the phenotype. It is the Airy phenotype, the long spear bud ear phenotype. Spear kind of bud. This is Permanent Velvet. This won't be finished until November anyways. It's not even started yet. This is Granny Mac. This is Capulators. Granny Mac. That's Multiverses. That is Ethos. Is it? No. Permanent Velvet is by In-House. That is the bag seed I told you. Doing excellent. And then back here, my girl's in the garden. I got, I don't know if you can see it. Let me wipe the camera off. That right there is Bougie Runts. And then I got to the left of it, the same plant as this right here, the Sunset Shirt by Biscotti. I got another one back there in the middle. She's huge, it's a big bush. Then right in the front right here, I got Permanent Haze. Behind her, I have Dry Erase Marker, which I should have flipped opposite, but wasn't thinking. Saying that's what I mean. Even old growers get mistakes. I mean, not considering myself an old grower. I mean, 10 years is nothing considered some people on here, but clones, these are all rooted successfully. They just either started their rooting process, or they just started developing that form before they start rooting. They're all been checked. I got some here too. These are unlabeled, but I think this one actually is the Sunset Shirt by Biscotti, and then I got this one here, which I believe this one here is I think it's Blood Moon. I'm not sure. It was the piece that I trimmed off. And then here I got more Super Sour. This is Super Sour Runts, another Pheno Super Sour Runts. Let's see what else. Fig Trees. One's a Chicago Hardy. This one I don't know it. I think that might be a turkey fig. I'm not sure. There's like 4 other different kinds there. We got some. That's rosemary, obviously basil, oregano. And we got more oregano there. I think that I don't know what kind of. Definitely two different kind of. This might actually be basil. This is basil. Then that's oregano. But yeah, this right here is parsley, obviously. But yeah, we got potatoes growing back. I don't know if you can see behind there. Trim them down and cover them up. Well, cover them up more with dirt. Creates more of a tutor in the bottom. What we actually have here, I don't know if you guys can see these. You got some on here. I don't know if you can see him, but he's under that flower. But there's like 4, even on the tip, 4 of these giant pumpkins. And that's one plant right here, stopping right there. Starting there to end here. And then we got one that starts there, like after that one, and then climbed up the fence. Didn't mean for that to happen. And then we have one last one right here, which is this way. And this right there, that, as you can see, that's some squash, I guess that was, since it's a no-till, it was thrown in and starts growing. I just noticed yesterday also there's some more tomato plants. These I actually planted, and they just started growing crazy because they're from where I work. But I just noticed there's one right here, another one down there. That was just tomatoes that were thrown in. And then there's more actually in here somewhere. I saw them yesterday, and they're just growing. But that's the benefits I like of no-till. Now we also have, see, as you can see where I didn't till, but you can call it that. I just dug up some space where I can put my plants, kept the rhizosphere completely intact. As you can see all the weeds, all I did was pull them out and just drop them. That's it. Make sure that the root zone is demolished so they don't repopulate and they decay. And then they actually create food for the next, either this round of plants or the next round. And they got my autos here. One auto there, another auto right next to it, right behind it. There's one right there. I don't know if you can see it. And then we got one right here. Now, these are either by Speed Run, Fast Buds. They're all different. Now, I got Speed Run in there. I got Fast Buds. I also got some North Atlantic Seeds autos. I got up here, I got Multiverses autos. You name it, I popped a bunch of autos just because they're going to be finishing in the same time that I need them to. Now I got clones here that, obviously it rained last night, but this is a new method I found that actually that works pretty well. Label the cup, obviously. This is Blood Moon, and she's obviously dipped first into her rooting solution, then to a Rockwell cube, and then just a little bit of solution on the bottom, either IPM, I believe it's called, not IPM, IPA, the rooting compound, and also a little bit of my nutrient solution, not much, just a tiny bit, and these are overflowed, so that's why I'm going to dump some of the water out. They don't need all that, and the Rockwell is completely saturated. But these will root. Just give them some time. Now I got original runts. I got Blood Moon. I got another original runts too, and then I got another Heckin' Chonker. That's the one you see back there. Now I also have, that's just the permanent mark. I did a nice little, I over aggressively haircutted it, but haircutted it. Yeah, what a word. I basically chopped her, but she needed it. She was just too bushy. She hit stretch twice. She didn't re-veg twice, so she hit stretch twice. So that's why, and you can see the branches. Hopefully she gives me a good harvest. We got another banana cane there I grew in a, what's it called? In an actual pot. I mean, in a head. This is actually from one of my friends that actually came by yesterday. She actually left one of my jobs at work at a farm, and she said, I want you to grow the biggest plant you can out of this. And I just did it for her, so I figured why not. But yeah, this is a Banana Daddy R1. I eat those. Now, usually I top everything. Every single thing, even my autos, I top them. The ones in the garden are not topped. I did not top them. It's an experiment. Now, this is the mutant that I was telling you about. I don't know what it is. She's been fed. She's nice and healthy. She just does not want to take off. I don't know if it's because of this mutation. If you look at it, it's just all I don't know if you could see, but I know this is dead part right here. This is dead leaf. But if you just look, wait, come on, let me see. Here we go. It's all branch. It's like all different sorts of branch. It's like a palm branch almost. It's weird. And as you can see, I never topped her. Not once. And then as you can see here, I don't know if you can see it, but see the ribbing? It's like it was almost supposed to be one together, you know what I mean? One straight growth. And I don't know if that's inhibiting the growth of the main, you know what I mean, of the main auxins, I don't know. And cytokinins, I don't know. But I am going to take her if she does not. This has been like this for like about a week. Like no growth, no nothing, stalled. I mean, yeah, I topped her, but even the topping, like, I topped these at the same time. And look how big the tops are comparatively. And this has been transplanted a long time ago. Hasn't been overfed. It's the right pH. I just don't know what it is. So I'm gonna let her be. And then I got another. This is my cheetah piss. Another cheetah piss. This is a clone I took. This will go right in the soil. Those went right in the soil. Those were actually, some of them, were just cut off the plant. And no rooting compound, no nothing, no Clonex, no nothing, just right into the soil. And as you can see, it does work. I'm going to show you. 1 second. It does work. Like this one here, and that one there. As you can see, when clones, obviously if they don't keep the same humidity, they'll die. And especially if you don't cut them right, and there's no chance of rooting, they are going to die. And same thing with these. They will start wilting, you'll see them first, and then that's it. They're done. You might as well just toss them. But as they're all standing upright, and the leaves are standing. They're nice, you know what I mean? These, the flowering, well, obviously, like this is, I believe, I don't know how that's I don't know, maybe it is. I don't know how that's an original. It could be, this I think actually might be a, right here, a blood moon. But other than that, yeah, the rest, I mean, these are all here, cheetah piss. And now I did that for a reason, because she's hard to clone, and that phenotype right there, if you guys have any suggestions, I take them. Trust me, I'm not here to just teach people. I'm here to learn and teach what I learned. You know what I mean? Obviously, this plant should not be sitting like that. But, I mean, there's a lot of things you can learn. There's a lot of things that people think that, oh, this knowledge might not help. But it does, you know what I mean? Even to me. I respect everyone's knowledge, you know what I mean? Everyone has a little bit of input to put in, no matter what it may be. You know what I mean? This plant, don't mind her. She's a clone from last year. This is an overgrown clone from my friend that was supposedly a head grower in, what's it called, Rhode Island here. And it came from them. I don't know if that's true. That's what I was told. I mean, this was probably their old stock, if so. You know what I mean? Like their old last run. But this is organic runt, original runts, not organic. I keep saying organic. This is original runts here. Then I got the cheetah piss. But yeah, I should probably trim her back like that. But because it's just, I see some of these structures now. Now guys tell me, I don't know if this is a thing with the genetics, if this is a thing with different type of plants, different sativas more than indicas, since this is, I mean, more of a sativa than it is. I mean, I know it has some indica lineage in it, don't get me wrong, but just look at the way that branches out. It doesn't form normal standard branches. It just, I don't know if you see this, they just branch like crazy, and it's not even, you know what I mean? It's just that, like that, and that's that, you know?